So, like I said earlier, yesterday, that we would see the practical application of SQL
Okay.
using um, web application. In web application, aside amongst many other things, and please hold on.
Okay.
Much as possible to be mute so that we would, yeah. So, like I earlier said, we wanted to see how this particular design would be done in we would see like the practical um we'll see the practical aspect of this particular database model, and in real time, like why is it important, especially for data analysts to know database modeling. And so I mentioned that I'll be creating some form of a web application, being that we I think we have almost designed this in real time. That reminds me, in yesterday's implementation of SQL, for this particular trigger, I would try and drop this trigger again. I'll try and drop this trigger. Oh, okay. So sorry, I don't think I'm using this particular database yet. So let me do that. And I'm going to drop this trigger. Mr. Abiola, welcome. How are you doing? I hope you followed up on the yesterday's session because I would not be repeating it.
Yes, yes, I understand. We have been having some. We started the session last this week, so we didn't have time on Monday to Friday, and I had to cover up for the weekend yesterday.
So, did you watch yesterday's session?
I saw the stuff on the group, but I've not watched it. But I will follow up this evening for
Okay,
the session.
actually, did some things on triggers and procedures. So, I created a procedure yesterday, and I think in last week's session I talked about procedures, right?
Yes, yes, yes. How to create procedure that I can call later
We
anytime.
also talked about triggers. So we further created procedures that will do some very procedures and triggers that will do more complex stuff. So for yesterday, the trigger that I created for yesterday, I thought about something. I think when I was around yesterday. So the first name of the parent is the last name of the student, right? Is that not me? If you can hear me. So I'll for this null, I'll just say new 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 dot. So this is first name, so it will just be last name. So it's going to fill in this particular space here. Now I would run my trigger. It has worked. I'm going to delete the different update that I did for the student record. So I have some update here, so I'm going to basically delete the record. Let me see. So if I want to delete it, I'll just say delete from say student underscore record. Basically, I'm just deleting everything. Uh, Oh, it's talking about foreign key. Okay, cool. So I'm going to delete also from parent info as well. So basically, I'm just deleting all the entries there. So I've deleted it. I'm done. I've run my procedure, and so let me just run these procedures for inserting. So I've already inserted now, right? Now let's see our new table, our parent info table. You'll see that it's a little bit changed. First of all, parent info, it's a little bit different. We have more information in the parent info table. So you can see that the first name now of my parent info is new, which is equivalent to the last name of my student uh, table. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because I thought about it and I felt, oh, this is a very so every student last name is the first name of their parent, right? So
Yes.
so so then we can then do some entries. Um, so for this particular update that we did here, I'm going to delete this procedure of updating parent info. I'll drop the stored procedure and I'll now set last name. I'll just say set last name alone. I don't need the YY again because I just only want to update the last name, and I'll just highlight the delimiter, run it. Then I can then say set last name is equal to uh, Godwin, where parent ID is this, you know. So I'll just delete this part. No, Control Z. Actually, the last name will just be this, and yep, I will then let me see from the parent info. I'm very sure we've generated new. Oh, why did I delete it? Oh my god, this is wrong. Sorry that I deleted it. I'm going to run it again. I will view parent info. I'm very sure I'll have some auto generators. So I have 109. So this will be 110. Muhammad will be 109. Then this will be me 111. So I'm just going to run it like this.
Come on, Scarlet, babe. You in or out? We gotta get in this.
And now that I've done that, I'm just going to view my table. And you can see I've already updated it. Sorry, who is so now that I've done this, you can see how we can do some automation using SQL. Now I actually want to show you guys how we do something like this um, web application and to make it look
It's
nice.
just me. I can't. Okay, the screen.
Mr. Abiola, can you see my screen?
I can see it, but it's a bit far away. But I zoomed the screen, so it becomes bigger. I think she should zoom it.
Okay. No, I think you cannot see.
Oh,
So,
I can see it.
so basically, I would want to recreate quickly some of these things in 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 a web application. And again, you really don't need to bother about, you can say student or say what I intend to implement per se. So I have admission. number. I would have really wanted to auto generate this stuff with models dot field. We say this is unique equal to uh, I'll see what else. Um, Primary key equal true. This will be my primary key. Um, for the sake of this, so I'll enter first name equal to models dot character field. Again, don't really. I would say, do I want a blank? Yeah, so let's say blank equal true, null equal true. Not a boolean. I'll do that for last name. Again, you guys shouldn't worry much for what exactly you are seeing here. Just trying to implement. Age would say it is models dot positive integer field. I would say default is let's say 0. Then let's just leave picture alone. Right. What is student related to? What does student have a foreign key? Is there have foreign key in the student has a foreign key in the parent, so we'll create the parent. You can see parent info. Again, bear with me. So we said we don't need any kind of ID for this because the ID is auto generated. So we'll say first name, last name. We don't need age. We need a phone number. Again, I'll just say phone number to be this phone number. I'll just say phone and email. Let me see. So I'll say email will be models dot email field. Then the last one will be address or home address. And this one will just be again, like I said, you really don't need to understand, Okay, so I think I'll just do this. Text field, that'll be all. Now, so I'll declare my string, I'll say return F. I would do this. Again, you guys don't really need to bother about this. You really don't. And I'll say, oh, I forgot the admission, the foreign key for the student. Sorry about that. So for the, I'll say student ID, right? That's all we did. So I'll say student underscore ID. That will be what? Models dot. So this does have like the foreign key, the foreign key attribute literally built in inside it. So I would say on the leak will be models dot cascade. You guys, like I said, really don't need to worry about this much. So I'm going to just quickly I'll quickly just save this. I would so what do I need to do? I'll go to the admin just so I can display Django.from.models, import student, then what am I importing? Import point info. I would say at site.register. I think it's at site.register. If I'm it's at site.register. Class will be student admin. I'll say admin.model admin. Like I said, you guys don't bother about this. The display will be so the admission number, first name, name, and page. I think is this site that register or help me. Let me see. Is it admin that register outside? This is what they call a decorator. Okay, that's admin that register. Sorry. Yep. So admin dot site that register. So current info, I would say info admin, I would say ID. Then the last one will be there's no this is address. Then so I'm basically just telling um the back end of this have like a user interface. So I'm just trying to design it just for ease. So I think I'm done, right? Let me see. So I'm just going to so the next thing I'm doing is just to do a lot of migrations. So student app not found in Yikes. Okay. I didn't. Oh, students app. Sorry. So let me run this. Oh, did I save? Oh, the URLs. Sorry about that too. About that. Oh, so I'm going to migrate. Good. I will do create super user. I'll do admin, enter my password, enter password. Yes, I really don't care. Now it's going to create a database for me or not yet. Oh, so I'm going to run. So I'm supposed to see a database here. Okay, so I don't have a database yet. But let me log into the back end of this. Oh, sorry. Mistake. It is 8,000. Yep, I have a login for this. Okay, so I have my database. Now, I'm supposed to see my database. Oh yeah, this is my database here. db. Oh, I don't think I have downloaded the extension for Supposed to have the extension for it. SQLite. Oh, I don't have the. That is interesting. That I don't have this. I think I will. Oh, interesting. Okay, so oh, this is supposed to open. I don't know why it's not open. Sorry, please. I need to understand. Aha, so yeah. So this is my database. The database that I've actually created. You have a bunch of stuff, but you have the student app, parent info, and the student info. So basically this. Now, what I'm going to do is to see if I can migrate this um to MySQL. So let me see. Oh, I want to do a migration to MySQL. So I'll need some. I'll just bring this like this. I'm going to comment on this, and oh, do I need MySQL client? So I'm going to download a connector. I think it's going to be easy. Keep install MySQL. I think it's MySQL client. Yep, I have downloaded it, and I'm just going to change the engine to the backend.mysql. I think it's MySQL client. Okay, just MySQL. The name of the database will be this. Okay, so I also need to create the database. So I would say create schema. I will call it school management system. I'll run it. It worked. I'm going to refresh. So I basically have nothing here. This school management system. So I would change it to the name. It's going to be school underscore ms, I think. Then I'll enter some of the credentials. So user will be root, because it's again there's a way I can actually do this. So password. If you are doing anything that has to do with backend, you are putting very sensitive information here. Okay, so this is okay. This is a host will be local host. Then port would be I think is 3306. Now I'm going to enter a password, save it, and I will do I think it's safe for me to do my migration again. Migration, what is it telling me? Oh, For the char field, I'm supposed to put a maximum length. Apologies for that. Oh, it's been a while I designed this stuff. Many apologies. This is supposed to be a max length. I'm supposed to, so this is like a varchar, you get. So this is a like varchar variable character, or the char in what you call in SQL. So basically this is converting Python. I'm actually building a Python code that will migrate into a database in SQL. I forgot about that. Why I keep forgetting? Oh, phone number too is the same thing. Oh, I think phone number is like 13 or 12 max. Or let's put 15. Save it. Let me migrate again. Ooh, it migrated. I didn't even think it will. Okay, I did not enter the migrate correctly. Oh, what did he say? He's saying that first name varchar null like this, not primary. So saying you have an error in SQL, check manual for this. Not null. Okay, I think my SQL server is having some issues with this migration. Why, I don't know. Let me see why. Okay. Oh, so I think I'm supposed to say blank is false, null is false, I think. Save. Yep, I think. Yeah, I think I'll do the mic migrations again. Am I having? Sorry, please, just give me a moment. I needed to pick a call.
Yes, I understand.
Hmm. I'm having some issues with my migration. You know what? I think I'm just going to remove this because Python, the built-in functionality of the built-in functionality of um, Python, it has an automatic primary key, which is ID. For some reason, it just creates. Okay, cool. I will then migrate, and let's see. I think I'm having an issue with this migration, and although I've not had to deal with it in a very long time, I really need to check what the issue is. And I would have loved to show you guys the same build but on web application. Okay, so let me set my schema again. I'm going to set my schema again. I don't have any table yet, so I'm going to drop it and add it again. Create again. Okay, so what I'm then going to do is to this migration, I would definitely delete it. I also will delete all of this migration so that it doesn't cause me any kind of problems. I would run the migration again. I'll migrate. Oh, thank God it did migrate. Oh, that's interesting. I'm just going to create a super user for it, and because again, people don't know this, you need to understand have some level of security. Now I'm going to run server. Now if I come back here, my school, you can then see my school MS. I have like lots of table here. Now if I then go to so I'll say use school underscore MS, and I will then say select all from student app underscore student. Then I have student app underscore. I think I need to make this a little bit so you guys can actually see. Parent info. Now if I just view this, there's nothing there right now. So basically there's nothing there right now, and for this there's also nothing there. Now how do I populate this data? I can now that the application runs fine, I'm going to refresh, login, go to my student, go to add, then I'll just add the first name, last name. So I will see Abiola. What's your surname? Ajao. Okay, cool. Sorry if I spell it wrongly, just for the purpose of this. So 20, and I'm going to save. Let me just save it so that you will not be upset. So I've already created did my data entry.
It's actually correct. Sorry.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
by the time I do my data entry on my application, if I then run this, can you see the entry here?
Yes, I can.
So but if I then do that of the parent, I would not see anything. That's because I have not automated it. I can decide to automate it here if I wanted, or I can automate it. Let me see. So let me try and automate it. So I can actually create a stored procedure for this here if I wanted to, or I will just do the automation here. Let me see. I think I'll create a new file called signals.py. I'm going to come here and say import. No, I think it's a div. But oh, sorry, forgotten. It's been a while I worked with this stuff. Interesting stuff. It's been a while. So I'm just supposed to do some form of registration. Yeah, so it's I think I should work with this web application more often. And I'll say import what am I importing? To student app dot signals. Yep. Now that I've done that, I'll go to the signals.py. I'm going to import Django dot dispatch import receiver. Again, don't no, I think it's post save. Oh no, so it's from Django import. I think it's receiver, and I'll say from Django dot. I think it's Django dot db dot yeah, db dot models dot signals. Yeah, dot models dot signals. I'll say import post save because that's what I want to do. Then I think that will be all. Okay, so I'll say from Django dot no, I don't need the models. I'll say from dot models import student. Here I'll say parent info. Cool. I'll now say at receiver. So basically I'm just so use instance will be okay, sender will be sorry to be sender will be student. I want to create like a insert, let's say insert into parent info. So I want to create like a trigger. I'm going to have a sender instance, then key value keyword argument, which will be flags. Okay, so I'll say if created, then I'll say parent info dot objects dot create, and I'll say what do I want? I'll say last name is equal to instance dot first name. No. So basically, no, sorry, first name is equal to instance of last name. Then what am I going to do again? Why is this thing showing me errors? Sorry about that. I didn't spell not if I didn't spell created well. Next. It's showing me some form of error. Then student ID, I think, unless my ID is equal to instance, basically. Oh, I forgot comma. Maybe that's the reason why it is showing me error. Yep. So now that I'm done, I think I'm done. I'm going to go back to the application and delete this entry. Now, if I delete this entry, I don't have anything here. I will just go back to my student um, database. There's nothing here. So basically the application works just fine. Then I'll go back to my app, add a student. I'll still enter your name. Let's enter your age. Save. What error did I get? If sorry, I'm supposed to say, I think there's supposed to be a created here. Apologies for that. Unfortunately, I sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm supposed to say it created here. Apologies for that. For instance, it's going to be created. Apologies for that. It works fine, but if I go to student, okay, so it didn't work fine. So let's just put 50 and save. So it works fine. Now if I go to parent info, I've actually done a interesting stuff. Actually, I'm just going to say here, the display here will just be I made a mistake. I'm supposed to say instance.id. Again, I would refresh. It's really not going to do anything, but if I delete this, okay, so if I delete this automatically deletes. If I go, the parent automatically, because I did a linkage automatically, and so I will repeat the same process again and save. Okay, it's saying that must be student instance. Oh, cool, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just say instance. So let me run it again. Okay, so it worked fine. If I go back to the okay, so it works fine. So if I do any new entry, so if I go back to my student app, I have an entry. If I go to my parent info, I have an entry. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the last name, phone number in one. This of which I can actually do that if I wanted to. Now, let's say I wanted to do update. Let me see. Update this. Set last name equal to. Again, I'll just enter the last name Adebayo. I'll then say where ID equal to 2. Now I can do a lot of things. I can say phone number equal to, and I'll just enter +234 8 this. Then email will just be something Adebayo something at gmail.com. Again, maybe address, I'll enter something. Let me just say Lagos, Nigeria. Let's say Lagos, Nigeria. Now I'm going to use SQL to update this. Now it worked. Now if I go to my table, I can then see that I have something in my table. Now let me go to my application. I'm going to refresh. Can you see it has already updated? Can you see it has already, the parent info has already been updated from SQL. So I'm actually doing something in SQL and it is helping me do something in in um uh in the application itself. So this particular application, it's a web application, is a Python web framework called Django. But basically all applications sit on, every application you see, whether on the internet, on your phone, sits on a database. And so if you have knowledge of your database, it will help you a lot. Now if I want to, I can actually create a trigger to help me do these things in SQL. I will just copy this trigger here. Because I'm too lazy, I'll just copy this trigger here. I'll go to this place here. I would paste this here. I would say insert into this on, so this will just be on this particular table. I will do an insert on this particular table. Now the only thing I need to do is to insert the first name, last name, student ID. So this will just be our student data is ID. I'll just say new.id, new.last name. I think that will be all. Every other thing will be blank. I can then create a trigger for it. Now this trigger works. Now I'll go back to my application. I would just comment on the signal, so it means that it's not going to do automatic from the application. However, let me create a new entry. So I'm going to enter somebody else's name and I'll say this is 30. I'm going to save. Now if I go back to my parent info, oh, it didn't work. Why is that? Oh, it is supposed to work. Let me see. Okay, the trigger is supposed to work because I have a new entry. You know what, let me do the insert and let's see if it is going to work from here. Let me do the insert, see if it is going to work from here. I don't know why the trigger did not work. So I would say again, this is ID. ID I think is auto generated. I'll go to this and get some information here. Enter it here. I would run it. So it's basically I will do an entry here. But this is actually supposed to work. I don't know why it did not. The trigger is supposed to work, but why it did not is beyond me. Okay, so it's saying age. Make sure age is not there. Hold on. Okay. Age is there. It's saying that unknown column age. Unless maybe I am mistaken. This is age, right? Oh, sorry, this is parent info. I copied the wrong distance. So this is supposed to be. Oh, many apologies. I did the wrong. I created the wrong trigger. This is the wrong trigger. Insert parent info. One of the reasons why you need to be very vigilant. So it's on student app underscore this dot underscore student. I created the wrong trigger. That is why I think. So I would run this trigger again. If it worked, I would delete this. Let me see. I'm going to delete this. Or in fact, let me see if I can update it. Okay, so let me see if I can do a new entry. Let me do this 70. I would save. So it's saying that it is saying unknown column call student ID. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to say let me see so the trigger is the one that is causing this problem. So I'll just say describe the students. I want to see what is there. I think I made a mistake with the column. I would run this and let's see what's going to show. Oh, so it is student underscore. Okay, cool. Okay, let me copy this. I'll paste it here. I made a mistake, which is why it's showing me that error. I'm going to drop this. I'll drop this again. I'm going to run it. Then I will go back to the application. I will refresh, continue. Said there's no default. Okay. Okay, so first name, last name. Oh, so it's asking me for default value for phone number, email. Okay, so and maybe address. So I would say new dot last name null. I'll say null. I'll say null because I added 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be 1, 2, 3, then the fourth null. I will drop the trigger again. I will run this trigger again. I will go back and refresh, and it said email cannot be null. Oh, maybe because I did not let me see. I'm supposed to say null. Oh, email is not null. Address is not null. Oh, so I think that's my bad. I'll go back to the model. So I think I was the one that set it like that. I will go back to altering the table. Alter student. underscore student underscore app underscore parent info. I'll see modify email. I'll see it's a text and I'll say null. I'll say comma. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be alter table. Apologies for that. I'll also say address. Address would be text. I would say null. This will just be varchar. It will be 254. This will be modify. Yep. So I want them to take null values. I'll run it. It worked fine. I'll come back here. I would run this again. Okay, now it has entered. So I created for me, and then if I go to parents, you can see that I've created this for interesting. So it has automatically created. Now if I go to delete this, nothing is going to show. But if I come back here and add the same information, let's see, this is 56, and save and come back to parent info, you can then see that it automatically creates for the parent info. So basically just repeating the same thing that I did for yesterday's session by creating triggers to update parent information. So you can actually see it working in real time in a web application. And this is even the this is the back end part of the web application. So the front end is different because usually you don't have access to this. Django's web framework has like an admin session where you can actually do an undo. Now, but you can actually see me playing with this same application that I built using a Python web framework. I built, so you know when you say create table from this basically it here. This is the Python equivalence of that. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
So this is the Python equivalent of that. So you can see the parent info, the inside the parent info, what are the columns? This character field is the equivalent of variable character. Do you understand?
Yes.
The student name, the same thing. And so I built something, what they call a signal, that does the same thing like a trigger. And you can see that I now, when I tested it, it worked. I now went to commented on it. I deleted it or made a comment on it. Went to SQL itself and created this same trigger that I did here anytime I do a new insert of student, register automatically a parent. Do you get?
It's a for we know tell am to go market. So if send us to buy green.
So I'm going to. So from here now, I can now do an update by inserting into the parents table. Remember, we have like only 3 information for students here. If I do a 4th insert, what happened? Oh, I keep messing this up. If I do a 4th insert here, it has worked fine. If I refresh, you can see my insert Adeboye Unachukwu. If I go to my parent info, you can then see I have an Unachukwu for student Adeboye Unachukwu. So basically, I'm playing with SQL and playing with the web framework as well. Everything is, showing me what I wanted, what I want in real time, I'm fine. And so I just wanted to show you guys how Python my SQL actually works, how important it is to a whole lot of conversation, not just as a data analyst, as a software engineer. And I think the meeting is going to end soon. Let me just quickly create a new meet. So if you have any questions, you can actually ask before we leave. But I'll advise you to, watch this stuff. Um, um, so so that you guys can better appreciate the use of
So I don't have any questions. Although I understood the aim of this particular stuff you did, like you are trying to show us how SQL can help in a app backend for app analytics and the likes though. But personally for me as of now, I know this is like a new domain for a field which they call by developer. That's business in the intelligence developer or business analyst. But I'm not yet pivoting there for now. I just want to learn the SQL for extracting data from a database and then analyze it maybe with Excel or Python or a by visualization tools.
Oh, that's interesting. So basically, the aim of this particular session today is to show you what is beyond just data analytics. Whatever you see on the web, the backbone is SQL. Most often than not, it's some database, whether it's a NoSQL database like MongoDB and the rest, or is a SQL database. And see, I am actually playing with SQL, and I'm actually playing with the framework, and I'm building this stuff. And like I mentioned, that this is just the back end part of it. I don't have enough time today. I would have showed you guys how users actually interact with this stuff from front end if I had that time. I don't exactly know, but what I can do is, let me see if I can quickly create. So if I want to view all of my tables, let me create um something. What? I'll say student, then parent info. Let's say home. I'll say request. Don't worry about this again. I would say, oh, so am I going to render? Say from django.http what http response. So I'm just going to say all students would be student dot objects dot all. I just want to display all of the students again. I'll say parent info dot object dot all. I'll say all parents. I'm going to create a context for this. I don't know if this is important. I'll say view event. Again, this is event. I think this should work. Event, then all students. Okay, I forgot a comma. This is a. I'll see return HTTP response. And so I'm not going to use the request per se. I would say context. Um, I think a way to display this is sorry. Um, never had to use this to display anything before. I would say for or hmm. Okay, so I'm going to use the render for this purpose. I'll use the render. I will do request the index.html. Yes. Let me see if I can create the templates folder. No, not there. I don't intend to create it here. I'll to create it here. I'll say templates. I'm just going to create the index.html file because I want to do a display of this stuff. So HTML5. I'm going to do this. I would say this is the home page. I would do all students. For the purpose of this, I would then say I'll create a for loop. I'll say for I in view student. I'll say sorry about this. Just trying to think. Okay, so I think I'll just carry this here. Control C. Come to this place. I'm going to paste it here because I'm lazy. I'm so lazy. So let me do this. I'll say I.id. I'm going to say ID. Then I'll say you guys want to ask any question as to how I came in and landed in this place. Yes, Mr. Abiola,
Sir?
you want to did you guys want to answer the question like how I landed in this place?
Ah, sir, this one is out of my but I know it's looking like it's still the SQL, like it's giving the SQL syntax, just that is in Python and HTML framework. So
So this is purely web
yeah,
development.
HTML.
Um, okay, so I'll do this and cut this and the for loop. I'm gonna copy. Should I copy? Okay, so I will copy. So I'll do for all parents again, and I think I'm just going to repeat this same code because I'm lazy. I dot phone number. I'll do break. Oh no. Then come here, say address. I'll say I dot this. I'll do a break here. I'll do I need to do student ID? I can just say student. I'll make this a little bit crazy. I'll say I dot student the student ID, then I'll say dot first name because I'm lazy like that. Give is I laughing. I'm lazy now. I told you guys why I entered into data analytics really. You guys I thought I was joking, right?
Huh. So how did you learn all these things?
Me?
Yes.
Because I was looking for a solution for people.
And how long did it take you?
It didn't take me a very long time.
Like years?
No, months. In fact, weeks. I think.
Serious?
Yes.
Because it's
Thank
looking
you.
very, very advanced.
No, this is not advanced stuff. This is basically a basic stuff. This is not even advanced stuff. You need to come and see advanced stuff. Can you see the first name, last name? So we have first name is okay. So I think I forgot to delete some in the index. Oh yeah, I forgot to delete this. Apologies for that, which is why it was messing up the. I can build it in a more fashionable way. I just want you guys to see this stuff. Now let me just do it in a way that looks like very comfortable. Do this. Okay, cool. I would say I'll build a table. I'll build a table. mm, Table head. I will do a table data. I will do no. Is it table? Hmm. So I'm going to put ID here. It didn't take me a long time to learn this stuff, but it took me years to actually perfect if we are talking about um, perfecting. But really didn't take me a long time to learn this stuff. And I was trying to look for a solution for one of my organization, and so um, I that's how I learned it. Anyways, that
Sir?
so like I said, I was looking for a solution for one of my organization to do some crazy stuff, and that's how I learned how to do this stuff.
Wow. Ha.
It didn't cost me a lot. I learned basically using free resources. I had a friend from Mauritius that taught me some part and gave me. I think it was the only time I had somebody teach me stuff.
Wow.
It was the only time I had somebody teach me stuff. Very interesting. Okay, so I want to do this like this and this like this. And so it looks more kinky and nice. Save. I'm going to refresh this. Okay,
Wow.
it didn't work well. This didn't work as I intended. So this is going like this and see. Then okay. Or did I save this? For this and this. I think is it table header or table row? Like I'm supposed to say table. I'm the one that's making this mistake. Oh. Even HTML, it's been a while I haven't played with HTML. So I think I need to come and revise my HTML uh, building application. This is not okay. N4. Yep. Table row. Is it table row? Okay. Oh, sorry. This is supposed to be table row. Okay. Next time. Yeah, I knew something was wrong, and this is supposed to be table data. Sorry, apologies for that. I knew something was wrong, I just couldn't tell what it was. That's because oh, I have like plenty of applications I actually want to build just to try to solve problems.
Oh.
Yes. And they are data analytics problem. But because the idea behind data analytics for me is to solve problems, dealing with automation and a lot of things. And so I think that's how I found myself in. That is how I found myself in this field of software um, development. But I don't call myself a software developer. Okay, look at it here. It's a little bit nicer now. I can do the same thing for. I can actually do the same thing for parents, so it looks cleaner. This, oh yeah, so it looks more cleaner. Um, so this is for children and this is for view parent. Just more or less say, if your tenacity and patience, you'll be able to learn this stuff. It's not that, trust me. Like I said, I learned it because I'm lazy. It's laziness that led me to this, like full blown laziness. And the idea of me trying to repeat myself more than once is not something I like. So I found other ways to make my life very easy. You guys can see that it looks more ideal now. If I want, I will just put a border. Oh, I think it is style. Then I'll end. I think it's this. I would say border. I'll do one. No, I think it's a solid 1 pixel than black, if I remember correctly. Then send it to the semicolon. If I still remember correctly, then I must be doing something wrong. I don't know what it is, but I must be doing something wrong. Sorry, I think I don't need style here. I just need to say border. And put an equal sign. Um, mm, no, I think it's yeah. Okay, yeah. Save it and refresh. Still didn't work. Okay, let me just copy this because I'm too lazy. I tell people I'm lazy, they'll just be laughing. I don't know what's funny about that. Okay, let's say control this. This isn't working. I've forgotten how to style this stuff again. Yeah, so the styling is supposed to work. This styling is supposed to work. Um, it's really supposed to work. I was wondering what the issue is. Since when did I forget? Because it's gonna take me a while to it's going to take me a while to actually remember this stuff again. I don't know when, but it should take me a while. Gosh. Oh yeah, I think I didn't build it well. For some weird reason, I did not. I also forgot the okay. Um, I also forgot something. ID first name, last name. I don't know why this thing shifted, but it's not supposed to be like that. Anywho, I just wanted to style it for you guys to see. This something is wrong here. I don't know what it is, but this none I can actually automate it to be something. So any new addition I do here, let me add that was your phone.
Idayat Ajiboye.
Jiboye. Sorry if I spell it wrong.
It's like this. AJI.
Oh, J Ajiboye.
No, it's not J. AJI, not E. Uh-huh.
JI.
Yes, Ajiboye.
I'm going to save it now. If I refresh, you can then see I have the data Ajiboye, and I now go as your
I
your son name and non because there's nothing in them. Data Ajiboye as a reference to this data Ajiboye here. Although this is not right, this is supposed to be. I don't know why. This is really not right. Oh, I'm supposed to say yeah. Sorry. Yes, student. So, yep. So it's a bit. Although this thing actually shifted, but basically it's really fun actually having to know SQL. It's a very fun